Good morning, and welcome to another episode of Morning Momentum. I'm Fabian from the Goaltender Movement, where we focus on discipline, structure, and execution. Today is Focus Friday, and our topic for today is Your Circle Shapes Your Future. Our scripture comes from Proverbs chapter 13, verse 20, and it reads, He that walketh with wise men shall be wise, but a companion of tools shall be destroyed. Now let's break that down. This scripture is teaching us that the people around you influence the direction of your life. If you walk with wise people, wisdom begins to shape how you think. It shapes how you move. It shapes how you make decisions. It shapes how you handle pressure. It shapes how you handle money. But if you constantly surround yourself with people who have no discipline, no vision, no structure, and no desire to grow, eventually that environment can pull you away from the future that you are trying to build. That does not mean you have to look down on people. That does not mean you have to act like you are better than anyone, but it does mean you have to be honest about influence because your circle matters. Your environment matters. The voices you listen to matter. The people you take advice from matter. And the energy you follow around, your vision matters. My favorite book, Rich and Righteous, teaches us that wealth, purpose, and growth are not just built by what you do, they are also shaped by what you allow. You can have discipline, but the wrong circle can keep pulling you into distractions. You can have goals, but the wrong voices can make you doubt your vision. You can have a financial plan, but the wrong environment can influence poor money habits. You can be trying to grow, but if everyone around you is comfortable staying in the same position, it can become harder to stay focused. This is why this topic is so important. Your circle shapes your future. If you want to build wealth, you need to be around conversations that challenge you to think bigger, manage better, learn more, execute, and discipline. If you want to grow spiritually, mentally, financially, or personally, you need people around you who respect your growth. Hear me. People who sharpen you, people who correct you, people who encourage you, people who challenge your excuses, people who remind you of who you said you wanted to become. Because sometimes your next level requires a different environment. You can't bring everybody with you. Sometimes it requires few distractions. Sometimes it requires better conversations. Sometimes it requires separating from the noise so you can hear your vision clearly. This is where money talk connects. If everybody around you spends everything they make, that can influence how you manage money. If everybody around you talks fear about investing, that can influence your confidence. If everybody around you is negative about growth, business, discipline, success, that can affect your mindset. But if you start surrounding yourself with people who study, build, save, invest, pray, plan, and execute, your standards will definitely begin to shift. You start thinking differently. You start moving differently. You start asking better questions. You start making better decisions. And that is how your future begins to change. Now, here's the discipline part. Sometimes protecting your circle requires boundaries. Sometimes it means you cannot tell everybody your vision too early. Sometimes it means you cannot entertain every conversation in one ear and out the other. Sometimes it means you have to spend more time learning than arguing. Sometimes it means you have to walk alone for a season until the right people show up. And that's okay. That is not weakness. That is focus. Focus Friday is about protecting your direction. Because where your attention goes, your life begins to follow. So today, I want you to audit your circle. Ask yourself, who am I listening to? Who is influencing my decisions? Who do I go to for advice? Who encourages my discipline? Who pulls me away from my goals? Who helps me grow? And who keeps me distracted? Audit your circle. Identify those people. This is not about cutting people off emotionally. This is about being intentional spiritually, mentally, financially, and personally. Because you cannot build a strong future while constantly feeding weak influences. Today's challenge is simple. Identify one person, voice, habit, or environment that is helping you grow. And identify one person, voice, habit, or environment that may be distracting you from your future. Then make one adjustment. The adjustment might be spending more time around wisdom. It might be limiting negative conversations. It might be watching your content better. It might be joining a stronger community. It might be protecting your morning routine. It might be choosing peace over drama. But make one adjustment today that supports the future you're trying to build. Remember, your circle shapes your future. Walk with wisdom, protect your vision, guard your focus, and surround yourself with people and environments that help you become who you were called to be. If morning momentum is serving you, please subscribe and join to the movement. Every weekday morning at 6 a.m. Central Time, we are building discipline, structure, and execution, and a stronger financial mindset, one morning at a time. And if this message today gave you value, like the video, share it with someone who is trying to grow, and drop a comment below with one way you are protecting your circle and your future. Remember, build the system, trust the process, execute the plan. Thank you for tuning in to Focus Friday Morning Momentum. See y'all on the next one, man. Y'all have a great day. Salute.